Well, greetings and welcome into Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 185 today. And here she is, the one and only, the one of a kind, the completely clothes-free and fully smiling, our Naturism correspondent, Lisa Monroe. Good morning, Lisa. How are you today?
I am here, and I'm doing okay. I am here. It's just been a long few weeks, I can tell you that. But
if anybody wants to know what it's like to go 2 straight months with no sleep at all, just ask us. We'll tell you all about it.
Exactly. I'm telling you, it seems like everything on the planet has been one of those things that has come up, and so we've had to deal with, and nothing really bad, but, just a lot of stuff and trying to get everything done. Sometimes it's just, there's not enough Tim Hortons coffee to get me through this.
Or coffee of any kind.
A coffee of any kind, absolutely.
Did you notice when I was doing your intro right there, yet again, I was not looking at you, doing my best to avoid any eye contact whatsoever?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I was actually good because I thought, well, he's not going to look, so why waste my time? Had you peeked, I would have probably done something. But anyway.
Well, I did give a glance at the corner of my eye.
around the microphone.
I saw no movement, so I thought, okay, she's playing it safe. But I still didn't look full on because I know what's coming if I do. So lessons learned along the way.
Yes, in one of these days, yes, it'll happen again. I think it's refreshing to see a magazine like Parents that is, very well respected within the community of families and children, actually addressing this issue and addressing it in a very positive way and giving instruction on what people should be considering and thinking, because we need to pull away from the fact that this is a horrible thing, and too many people think it is. And so if we could get people to be just more relaxed and because this really helps our kids be better people, they won't be as, as critical possibly. They won't be quite as standoffish with people. They may learn to be more open and honest with everyone. So I think it's a good thing, and it's great to see this article.
All right, check it out. It's in Parents Magazine. The link is in the show notes. Okay, Lisa Monroe, let's duck out of here for a moment or two. We have an interview to get to. And if you promise to stay naked as a jaybird, we'll get together at the end of the show. Is that a promise?
That sounds wonderful, and I'm off for more coffee. It's one of those mornings.
All right, we'll see you then.
All righty.
Well, you are listening to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 185 today. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great clothes-free hour for all of the right reasons as you listen to our show. Well, let's get to part one now of my interview with Boris Naturie. He is a podcaster and blogger from New Zealand. Part one with Boris Naturie. So let's bring him to the show this morning from New Zealand, Boris Naturie. Good morning, Boris. How are you today, sir?
Good morning, Frank. I'm absolutely fantastic today. It's been an absolutely wonderful weekend, so yeah, glad to be here.
Yeah, good to have you here. Good to see you this morning. Let's talk about you for a minute, Boris. As I understand, we talked a little before we started. You were not raised as a naturist nudist, not allowed to be nude in the home. So how did this come to be? At some point you discovered, hey, life is a whole lot better without my clothes on. When did you figure that out, and what did you do about it?
Well, as a kid, I had a tree house, and I spent a bit of time in the tree house, and obviously when the parents weren't home, took every opportunity possible. And as I refer in one of the books there, Finding Freedom, it was all about, taking those opportunities, even when my parents were home, sneaking out the window, out the back to jump in the swimming pool and have a skinny dip in the middle of the night. Every opportunity possible.
It invites visitors to explore authenticity, connection, and the choice to live more openly. I like all of that. I like the last sentence the best. It invites visitors to explore authenticity. And we are our most authentic when we're fully clothes-free, aren't we?
Oh, 100%. I mean, if you go back in time and start looking at some of the images that came out of Woodstock, people dancing around naked, just enjoying themselves, being free, just being, uninhibited and, just living their life. And throughout history, there's so many articles, so many photos, so many events that have happened where people have had that opportunity. And, outside the club environment, there's also so many people who just live like that day to day.
Yeah, very much so. The Before we move to your books, then, how do people find this site again? We've given the website a few times, it's in the show notes, but want to hear it from you as well, and any other websites that you want to put out or contact information.
So, yeah, borisnaturie.com, naturislinks.org, and, just have a look there. That's a good starting point at Naturist Links, and not just for the sites that I host, but for local sites, clubs. We also host Free Beaches, New Zealand. So there's so many different avenues for information. I don't have the content of the sites themselves. I just have the link to them.
Yeah, which makes perfect sense, and that allows people to get there if they want to check it out. The terrific Boris Naturie, a podcaster, blogger from New Zealand, and on next Saturday's show, which will be episode 187, part 2 with Boris Naturie. And before we depart for the day, until Wednesday comes along, let's bring back in our Naturism correspondent, Lisa Monroe. Welcome back, Lisa.
It is good to be back. Was not gone that long or that far, but it's good to be back.
And you kept your promise. You are wearing the same thing you were wearing during the first segment, so that's good. You're an honest person. We like that.
Yes, I am, and it's the only way to be.
That's right.
How else would you want to be?
Yeah.
So when you have the chance, get naked, people.
Oh, that's the answer to so many problems. It really is. It sounds funny, but it really is. But we've been through that before. But I really enjoyed the conversation with Boris. It's nice to have an actual blogger who gets it and understands the whole deal behind everything. And, of course, he's podcasting as well. And can't wait to hear part 2 next week. How about you?
I can't either. It was very enjoyable and just wonderful. It's just cool to see people from around the world and how everyone actually has the same issues, problems, and different ways to solve them. And it's just, we're kind of a huge global community, and that's a fabulous thing.
That's right. All right, Lisa Monroe, with that, let's head for the hills. If you promise again to stay naked as a jaybird between now and Wednesday, we'll get together next Wednesday. How about that?
That sounds great, and I always promise that. So everybody take care. Good to talk to you again.
All right, we'll see you Wednesday.
Bye.
Well, you've been listening to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 185 today. We give you a brand new show every Saturday morning, 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, and on most Wednesdays, 12 noon Eastern Time. Continue to join us. Check us out on our website, nakednudistandnaturist.com, Spotify, Google, Amazon/Audible, Apple Podcasts, and also on Twitter. You can write us anywhere, anytime, any place. And we thank you for being with us today. Plan to join us for every single one of our shows here and have your clothes off when you're listening. We have our clothes off when we're broadcasting, enjoying the Naturist life.
We celebrate clothes-free living for all. Remember to enjoy being naked and join us again for Naked, Nudist, and Naturist.
We drop a brand new show every Saturday morning, so come back and join us. Have your clothes off when you do for Naked, Nudist, and Naturist. Have a great clothes-free day.